Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
And I'm Office Bloke Max.
Here we are, three of us, the Office Blokes.
Yeah.
Just before I hit record there, we had a dog at the door.
Yeah, dog staring at us. Yeah.
Staring us down.
I could just hear it barking. I thought, where's that coming from? And the dog's literally outside the door.
Yeah.
It starts barking in and comes to the door. I'm going to let it in.
Yeah.
Once it's a massive dog, then it can...
No,
it
it's
didn't
not.
sound... By looking at the bark, I was hearing the bark. I didn't see the dog.
It was
hearing
a
the bark.
cockapoo.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
little
it was?
cockapoo.
I was
Yeah.
going to say it's a small dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of that. 10 hated musicians who think they're still loved. That's Chris Brown, I think.
That
isn't
is
it?
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Was he in trouble for sort of assault or something like
He
that?
got arrested in Manchester.
That's right, yeah.
Well, yeah, and also the Rihanna stuff. He beat the fuck out of Rihanna.
Yeah,
like
no,
15
yeah.
years ago.
He's got a bit of a
Not last
reputation,
night,
hasn't
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a knob. Like, he is a knob.
But he sells out crowds.
Oh, people love him.
His arena in Manchester was sold out for
I was
many
going to
nights.
say he was sold out over a few
nights.
few nights, wasn't he?
one of the biggest stars in the world.
Yeah. Do you think he's an arena player, or do you think he's a stadium player?
I'm not that well up on him, to be honest. So
He could do stadium, I think, quite easily.
Yeah.
Like
Would he be able to do
people
Wembley Stadium? Do you think over here?
maybe at like 80% capacity. I think
Right.
so. I think he's that big. He's
Yeah.
like probably the biggest name by the weekend in R&B over the past 20
Drake?
years.
really,
He's more rap,
Right.
I'd say, than R&B.
Okay.
No, it's not. That's a good shout, actually. It's Drake. Yeah, it's definitely Drake.
you're supposed to be down with the kids. You should know that.
You're the music
I am
man
music
amongst
guy.
us three.
I just forget Drake does R&B.
Yeah, let's get into this. 10 hated musicians who think they're still loved.
Don't know when my nights became so complicated.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today, we're looking at 10 musicians who don't seem to realize just how disliked they are by the general public.
'Cause baby, we ain't going away. Oh.
Colson Baker / Machine Gun Kelly. Is
Completely
it
fair.
the music itself?
Is he still with Megan
Perhaps
Fox?
it's his constant attempts to
No.
be edgy. Could it be
think
the
so.
hopeless hip-hop beefs and totally bizarre pivot to pop punk?
I don't do fake love, but I'll take some from you tonight.
Well, whatever your reason is for hating on Colson Baker, formerly known as Machine Gun Kelly, you're probably not the only one.
How can you go from Machine Gun Kelly to Colson Baker?
Yeah, it's a bit.
No,
of a,
that's
bit
just
of a weird
that's
one.
just his name.
Yeah, I know that.
He's now shortened it to MGK.
Right, I didn't think his name was Machine. Is that the dog at the door?
That is the dog at the door.
Shall I let it in?
Nah, it's walking off again.
He's
Yeah, sorry, because he did the big weird switch. I think he's from like Ohio, I think.
Right.
So I don't know, something. He got called Kelly, and then he was like, "Oh, Machine Gun."
I remember he had to beef with
beef with
Eminem
Eminem,
because
didn't
we
he?
did the video for that, didn't
Yeah,
we?
Yeah.
and this is
So-
the reason he does pop punk now.
But what I'm saying, though, you're
Didn't go well.
going from Machine Gun Kelly, which is a real like gangster name. It's a bit like Crazy Eyes Killer
Yeah.
from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
But then you're going from that to Colson Baker.
Yeah.
He doesn't go under that as like a
yeah, I
music
get what you
name.
mean.
Oh, he doesn't?
That's just his name.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Right,
He's now
right.
just MGK.
Okay, right, got you.
Right.
I thought you changed his name for that.
No.
Sounds like country singer if that's the way.
Yeah, it does.
Ohio.
Taking
From Ohio.
away the Rissinger.
Last time you saw 8 Mile was at home on a treadmill.
His stock has arguably continued to plummet ever since he left hip-hop behind in favor of other genres.
Fell in love with an emo girl. I'm in love with an emo girl.
The funny thing, though, is that MGK seems to think that he's somehow ahead of his time, a trendsetter who is only receiving hate because people don't understand what he's doing. The critics aren't interested, and the general public are losing patience by the day.
Don't really know anything about him.
No, I don't really. To be fair,
I've actually seen him
Kid
live.
Rock.
Oh,
Kid
really?
Rock
Yeah, for free.
doesn't
He was
care
all right.
what you think of him.
Kid Rock. Is he hated?
He's just gone really right wing, I think.
Oh, was he?
He did,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah,
I know
he
he
pivoted
did, yeah.
towards that.
Yeah.
Right,
Because I've
okay.
been in his... Well, I don't know if it's his bar, but it's called the Kid Rock bar in Nashville.
Oh,
So I
right.
think it's
cool.
a pretty cool
Yeah.
bar. It's a really cool bar.
But it's really
thing.
sort of country.
But it's kind of like country rock in it, what he does.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And it's kind of a cool genre. It's kind of, I like country.
It's very American.
He is.
Very American.
yeah.
But that whole genre is just USA.
Well, it's becoming very, very big over here
Yeah,
at the moment.
absolutely.
It's becoming huge.
Without a cause, and I'm back with the beaver hats and bends.
Tune this though.
Plus, he seems to understand that he's got a diehard fan base who won't leave his side, no matter how outrageously he behaves. But despite the loyal audience, Robert Ritchie has seemingly chosen to ignore the legions of listeners who would prefer
his
to
name?
never listen
believe
to his
that.
songs
Didn't
again.
know that.
More like the sharpest tool in the
I do remember this song.
Never been the smartest.
Country
That's his bar.
tinged rap rock might have
Looks
been
like that
cool
anyway.
about 20 years ago, if ever. But these days, Kid Rock's sound is pretty dated, and the fact that he's alienating half the country with his lyrics doesn't help things either. Knowing him, though, he might think his popularity is currently at an all-time high. Axl Rose. Axl Rose is best known for being the only consistent member of Guns N' Roses since they began in the 1980s. And from what we gather, he's been pretty consistently difficult to deal with during that period. When GNR were at their peak, Rose had absolutely no issues with turning up extremely late to his own gigs and was a controversy magnet in the media.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
In other words, he was the ultimate rock and roll diva. Of course, that meant that he was totally oblivious to the fact that his ego was out of control. But there are too
comes
many
across as that guy.
instances of
Yeah,
Axl
big
Rose
time.
angering his fans, his bandmates, or his fellow artists to list here. He was truly one in a million.
Welcome to the jungle. It's gonna bring you down.
Will I?
I watched him a few years ago live.
Yeah.
And do you not remember when Mickey Rourke played the wrestler?
Yeah.
He kind of looked like that, and I couldn't
did
get out
he?
of my head.
Ooh. What, is
Right,
it
okay.
like bloated up?
Yeah,
Or, yeah.
He kind of looked just like in my head. All I could see was the wrestler.
Right,
That's,
okay.
that's not a
So he
compliment.
couldn't. No, it isn't. It isn't. And I just couldn't get it out of my head. And he sounded like old and like done.
I mean, you
But
can't
he's
be
still Axl Rose, you know.
Yeah.
you can't be Shrinking Violet if you're the lead singer of Guns N' Roses, can you? Either?
no.
You know, you've got to be sort of out there, and you've got to be a bit controversial. I'm guessing,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
big time.
Correct.
Which is one of the reasons why bands like that do so well, because they have a frontman like that, bit of controversy,
yeah, yeah.
bit
Oasis.
like
Focal
Oasis,
point.
absolutely big time. So you know, it's
Yeah, you're right there, man.
it's part of the course, isn't it?
Yeah, good point.
You know,
Well, I am.
Will I am
Just a
Yeah.
bit strange, isn't he, on that? What
He's
he
just
does
a
that show over here.
Oh, The
he
Voice.
does
Does
the table.
the
it's
voice,
a
yeah.
Yes,
It's just a bit odd, isn't he? Really, he's all right.
He is.
I am.
He's
It
big
might
ego.
seem like
Yeah.
decades ago, but Will I Am and the Black Eyed Peas were a lot less in-your-face mainstream than they later became.
Man, you gotta have love just to set it straight. Take control of your mind and meditate.
To say that the once humble hip-hop and funk fusion act sold out would be putting it lightly. But for as much as the money rolled in, Will I Am had a real knack for putting himself on a pedestal.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
Whether it was launching a new tech product that was insanely overpriced or how he couldn't help but see himself as a visionary, Will I Am clearly had some notions about himself that most of us didn't share. Most people would agree that whatever shred of cool Will I Am once had is gone.
Tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up. Let's live it up. I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up.
Lars Ulrich. Lars Ulrich is one of the biggest divas in the history of metal.
is
Sure, he just so
Never knew
happens
this.
to be the
No, I
drummer
never knew this.
for one of the greatest bands in the genre, but most fans would agree he behaves like a spoiled teenager. Ulrich has the type of rock star ego that would make most of his contemporaries look humble by contrast. Need proof? Check out the Metallica documentary, Some Kind of Monster, a film that chronicles the band struggling through a real creative low point.
I think it sounds stock to my ears. I mean, you want me to write it down? I think it feels stock, okay?
And let's not forget the common
Do you think some shows like that over dramatize it though?
Yeah, of course.
The way he
big
is, he's got
time.
cameras on him. He's going to sort of like say stuff that he probably
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily normally say.
Well, everyone's at least 10-15% higher when there's a camera on them.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it is.
I probably don't know Metallica well enough to understand about.
Same here. I'm
Lars
not well
Ulrich
up on this.
about-
Certainly individually, anyway. You know,
yeah.
the personalities and things like that.
With Will I Am, going back to Will I Am there, I think when he's on the what is it called, The Voice?
The Voice.
Yeah.
When he's on The Voice over here, I always think he's a little bit extreme, and I'm thinking, what's wrong with you, mate?
He's trying to be the
Just calm
stand
down a
out
little
one.
bit.
Yeah.
I think like Max says, I think it's playing up to the cameras a little bit as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
He just
but-
comes across as a little bit odd, a little
Yeah.
bit weird.
Oh,
You know, the way-
it's definitely that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is it a good thing if you know the drummer of a band? Unless you're like Dave Grohl or like Travis Barker. But like...
Who?
Exactly. exactly. Drummers aren't well known. Like, and if they're constantly going for the headlines and you go, there's something wrong
Yeah,
there.
you're kind of in the back for a reason, aren't you?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
because you're the crazy one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, Guns N' Roses, no idea who the drummers.
exactly.
No idea.
It's only the Beatles. I think I know who the drummer is. The rest of them, Dave Grohl.
You know Dave
but
Grohl.
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Chad Smith.
Yeah.
Maybe Red Hot Chili
Especially
Peppers.
Yeah.
had Charlie
Yeah.
Watts used to know him out the Stones, but when they were going so long,
I remember
I mean,
when-
you couldn't,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
Who, Red Hot Chili Peppers?
No, Charlie Watts.
Right.
From
yeah,
Stones.
Right, yeah. Because I remember when Chad, what's it was?
Chad Smith.
Yeah, it was Anchorman.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell.
Oh, yeah.
Criticism of Ulrich's drumming style. In fact, even Metallica fans can't help but ridicule his dodgy fundamentals. To this day, Lars seems oblivious to it all.
Open mind for a different view.
Morrissey. Morrissey has always been
Local
something
lad.
of a provocateur.
Yeah.
Someone who will say or do anything to get attention.
A jumped up country boy who never knew his place.
Morrissey's post The Smiths' career, in particular, saw him truly let his ego get out of hand.
I'm so
It's a tune, though.
Yeah.
It's a big tune.
He is living proof that politics and music should not mix, or at least they shouldn't mix in the way that he's been doing it. He expresses views all across the spectrum, cancels shows for no good reason, and bashes absolutely anyone who crosses him in the media. It can be hard to tell if Morrissey is playing a character or if he's genuinely that full of himself.
He's an oddball.
But I can
Yeah.
tolerate most music. There's some things I really can't stand.
Like what?
Johnny
I
Marr.
don't like rap because the voice is always the same.
Either way, don't expect him to mellow out anytime soon.
I'm so very sickened.
Katy Perry. Katy Perry's career trajectory has been an odd one.
I'm not really bothered about Katy Perry. as
No,
a
I'm not
person.
I
either.
think that's it.
Looking at her, she's not my cup of tea.
No,
She looks like very annoying.
she just seems to have like a bit of a sense of
I know
humour
what you
to
mean.
me.
She does,
Like
yeah.
she
Bit
looks
of a
like she
character.
doesn't mind taking Mickey out of herself quite a bit, and she doesn't take it too seriously. That's what it seems like to me.
I think it's hard
But-
to put it on the list because I don't think anyone dislikes Katy
No,
Perry.
I agree.
People just don't really care about Katy Perry anymore.
Probably good.
I mean,
Probably good.
unless
She went on a rocket, and that's all we know of her for the past like 5 years.
I mean, that's the stuff she said online, things like that that we don't know
Yeah,
about on
I've
social
no idea.
media. But I mean, in general, I think she seems all right.
I don't like I said. I don't really engage much in what she says or
Yeah,
yeah,
what,
same
what
here.
she's about or anything. I don't listen to any of her music, but I've heard her music.
Yeah.
But if she comes on in like a TV interview, I'll turn it over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just switch it off. And,
That's just pop
you know.
stars, though. It's
Yeah,
like, how often
yeah,
do you want to hear a pop
in
star
general,
talk about anything?
Yeah.
Let's just take
in
Singing
general.
tunes.
The only time I listen to any kind of commentaries is if they're interviewing some kind of sports player.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
right,
listen,
okay.
listen to what they got to say, and even then, I'm like, depends who it is.
But these
Some of
ones,
them
that,
just like nah,
but the ones they are putting on here, it would be nice to hear interviews with some of them to see
to find out why.
why, and what they really are like,
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of thing.
But I guess it's again, it's public opinion. Of
course
it's,
it is.
it's very
Yeah, yeah.
subjective. Some people are going to be massive Katy Perry fans.
Oh, God.
You know.
Well, she had one of the biggest runs a pop star's ever seen.
Yeah.
Like early 2010s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Probably
huge
biggest on the
reach.
planet.
Yeah,
It's
exactly,
like when
exactly.
Taylor Swift took over.
Yeah.
Change your mind like a girl. Change his clothes.
It's that
A
face.
one-time Christian rocker broke out with some instantly catchy and fun pop hits, but over the years, it all got out of hand.
I got the eye of the tiger.
These days, Perry is known best for her totally over-the-top stage shows, needlessly excessive costume changes, and some pretty inappropriate on-stage behavior.
Heart stop when you look at me.
Perry's shows are widely attended by people of all ages, but it seems like the whole thing has become one playground for her ego. Her career success has also slowed down in the 2020s, but it doesn't appear to have made a difference. These days, Perry remains one of the easiest and most popular targets for fan backlash.
You know, it's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it.
Chris Brown. Chris Brown's career somehow survived being charged with assaulting one of the most beloved pop stars on the planet in 2009.
Issues in me, moving at the speed of light.
But even though Rihanna fans will never forgive him, Brown was able to rebound with an extremely successful career.
Ladies love me, I'm on my cool J.
The legal issues didn't stop there, though, with several instances of violence littered throughout his time in the spotlight. But Brown has made countless efforts to paint himself as a misunderstood and, in some ways, tragic hero of his own story.
Oh, God.
Arguing.
I don't know about that.
So then, I remember she tried to kick me.
The fact that, in spite of everything, he's still a relevant and successful artist is enough to drive millions of people crazy.
Who's getting all of mine? Who's getting all of mine? Residual.
Gene Simmons.
Jesus Christ, still going there. Like, oh, look at that.
just down there.
Exactly.
I didn't realise. I don't know any Chris Brown songs.
No, I don't think he
He's
could
got
name
some
one.
great. Yeah, he's got some great songs. He's
I had
unbelievably
I had
talented.
tickets for him and Drake this year, and I've been them both off.
Yeah.
But it's because I didn't really know many of the songs on
Yeah.
either of them, so I think I might have known a couple of Drakes.
Yeah.
But I think it's more for like your age group and
Yeah,
and
fair
below.
enough.
Yeah.
You know, for me to go there, I'd just be sat in the bar and just moaning to myself.
Shit.
What's this shit? What am I here for? Yeah, move.
Yeah.
I'm not a bird. Why am I here?
Exactly. Yeah.
Gene Simmons is truly living in a world of his own, where Kiss are God's gift to music, and he himself is a gift to women.
God.
To say that Simmons has a big ego wouldn't quite cut it. He is a trailblazer in terms of arrogance and can't help but take shots at any other musicians he might consider a threat. When asked how he felt about being so divisive, he very humbly responded that not everybody likes Jesus either. Sure, Kiss have more than enough fans to keep
Fucking
Simmons
hell.
living in his own little world, but the amount of people who can't stand him is growing.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos.
Wasn't sure
or
about
all
Gene
of them.
Simmons.
If you're on your phone,
Yeah, I don't really
make
know
sure
him that
you go
much,
into
to be
your
honest.
settings and switch on notifications.
Kanye West. Kanye West's
Shock.
career
Yeah.
trajectory
Imagine my
seen him go
shock.
from volatile genius to public enemy number one.
Bad when the presence of greatness. Cause right now that has forsaken us.
No one can deny that the man has changed hip-hop in more ways than one, but Ye's God complex has gone past the point of no return.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
As his fame grew, the music became more boisterous and the live shows more elaborate. But it was Kanye's outspoken bigotry and eccentricities that grew even more unbearable.
For 400 years, that sounds like a choice.
Some have pointed to his struggles with mental illness as a factor in these outbursts. Of course, there's no defending his particularly crude actions and self-aggrandizement. West himself likely thinks he's still at the very peak of his powers, and it's getting a little hard to watch.
Baby, I got a plan. Run away fast as you can. Run away from the baby.
What other musicians just don't seem to
Was that it for
Interesting.
number one? Kanye.
It makes sense. It makes total sense.
It does. He's one of them that when you see him, you just go, oh, again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
just pack it in.
Yeah.
Just retire.
Have a day off, yeah. Go back to being normal.
Again, there's quite a few of them seem to be a bit of an oddball, don't they? A bit sort of...
Yeah, I've seen Gene Simmons
Yeah.
being interviewed on talk shows and stuff without his makeup on and all that, and he is a
Yeah.
little bit. He comes across a bit creepy.
Yeah.
From what I've seen in the past.
Well, I mean, he's still dressing up as like a weird sort of devil clown. 40 years later,
Like a
50 years later.
superhero type thing, isn't he? Like,
he's a weird old
super villain or
get-up.
whatever.
So are they still playing live? Kiss
Well, that was like 3
What's
years
AFL?
ago.
Was it? Right, okay.
Australian football. That's what I thought.
Well, that's what Katy Perry was saying. Like, can they get Katy Perry Australian Football League?
Right, it's the Aussie rules. He's
Oh,
massive,
Aussie rules
huge.
is
Is he that big?
Yeah,
Huge.
over there,
Yeah,
it's absolutely massive.
Yeah.
Hey, don't kill me.
Yeah.
Australians are right. It's the end of the world.
Mate.
Yeah, it's just if Kanye retired like 4 years ago, his legacy would have been absolutely fine.
Whatever happened with P, did he? I just saw like went very quiet, didn't it?
Yeah, just retired to his own mansion.
I'm
You know.
not sure.
No, is he in jail or is he
Oh,
out?
I don't know. I think he's still sort of being processed. I think.
Just didn't hear
it's
anything. He kind of died, didn't it?
Because there's a few more charges still going.
Right.
So like, because remember they got not guilty on like 4, but there's 2 still going.
They were actually waiting for the sentence to be handed down, weren't they?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I found guilty on 2 on it or something like that.
I assume he's just kind of out, but
I thought he was held on remand.
I
Is he
heard.
still there?
I heard that. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
'cause
what
Tommy
you
left.
said, that he might get out. They might have said, right, you've served so much,
Yeah.
and so he was going to walk, sort of thing.
But it was
But
everyday news and nothing.
It was, yeah.
Right.
So the initial sentencing, well, not even sentencing, initial verdict, and then you need sentencing.
Yeah.
Well, and then second verdict.
Yeah, it's definitely gone very quiet.
Let us know if you know.
Not too sure.
Because I've not seen anything
Anyone
on it
close
at
to
all.
P Diddy, give us a message.
Not too close, though.
Not too
No, we don't want to
close.
hear from you.
Yeah, stay over there.
Sting.
He's getting a lot. He's getting a lot of grief at the moment.
He's
isn't
a bit, isn't he, with lawsuits and stuff like that. But
I just love a lawsuit, doesn't he?
yeah,
He's got a new one just come up this week.
Has he?
that's right. Yeah,
His bandmates of his ex-bandmates from the police.
They owed a bit more money still, don't they?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
right.
they're hustling for money for
Yeah.
I was gonna
royalties.
say, I'm sure he's pretty flush. I think he could probably pay it.
He sold his catalogue for like $200 million, I think,
Yeah.
didn't he? To was it Disney something? Oh, it's something along those lines. Anyway, it might not be. It's some
Like-
sort
or like
some
a
sort of
record
publishing
label.
company. Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine
So-
there's quite a few on there that might be missing as well, because I think Liam gets a bit of grief as well, doesn't he? Gallagher from Oasis.
Yes, I think a lot of
people
his
know.
is sort of like engineered,
It's
and I
kinda
think he knows what
changed,
he's
though.
doing, really, doesn't he, Liam?
Yeah, Robbie Williams has had it over the time.
Yeah,
Liam Gallagher's. Everyone just didn't like. Everyone's like, fucking Liam. But then since Oasis come back, everyone's like, oh, Liam. Like, it's just
yeah.
Liam. To be fair, you've not heard any sort of headlines yet.
No,
Not
true.
yet.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, nothing's come to the.
Bit of a loving at the moment, there, I think.
Yeah.
I
Isn't
think
it?
it is.
So, fair
Yeah,
play to him.
yeah. I'm just trying to think of anyone else that sort of like springs to mind. Nothing.
There'll be loads.
There is. Once this finishes, we'll think of loads.
Yep,
we'll be
absolutely.
reeling them off
Yeah.
left, right, and centre.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely guarantee it.
Interesting, though, some of them.
Yeah, big time.
I
Yeah.
think I kind of agree with some of them.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Britney wasn't on there.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit
I
crazy.
don't know what the hell's happening with her.
Yeah. I don't think she's hated, but she's crazy.
She's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, maybe she's not like a bad person. She's just sort of like a bit troubled.
Misunderstood.
She had that big lawsuit.
Trouble,
with
didn't
dad.
she?
Was it a dad or a partner?
I bet he was a father, yeah.
Yeah.
But she had also with one of her ex-boyfriends who was the dancer. His name escapes me now. Can't remember his name.
I can't.
But yeah, interesting. Let us know in the comments if you can't think of anyone else that's very disliked, so to say. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.